Hi and welcome to Rowdies Weekly. I'm your host Heather Donnelly, and first up on today's show is forward Brian Shriver. Brian will start off by talking about last Saturday's game against Ottawa. Everyone was saying it was a must-win before the game, and then even though you didn't get 3 points, you guys seemed pretty satisfied at least with the draw. Why was that draw so important?
Well, I mean, at this point in the season, any points are good points. Obviously, being at home, we wanted to have the full 3. However, to go down a man so late in the game and then to be able to even that game up, it was huge for us. Just moving forward, taking a point from that game, and now we can focus on this next game.
You came off the bench in that game, and obviously everyone wants to be a starter, but you came in and really helped the team raise their level. Did you like that role? Anytime you can help the team, it's a great feeling. Obviously, everyone on the team wants to be in the first 11 week in and week out, but that's usually not possible. There's a lot of guys on the team. There's a lot of different changes that are made. So you have to be a professional and basically show when your time comes. And for me, I came in and I just tried to help as much as I could and bring some energy. And I was fortunate enough to get on the end of that ball from Freddie and tie the game up. Last night, Carolina beat Edmonton, preventing Edmonton from jumping you guys in the standings. How much are you keeping an eye on everything else that's going on in the NASL?
I think everyone kind of, follows it. It's good to know where we stand after all these games. That result was a good one for us. So we just have to focus on Saturday. I mean, the game on Saturday it's like a final for us, all these remaining games. So we got to go into them thinking it's a must take 3 points from here on out.
Yeah, you mentioned that game against Atlanta on Saturday, like a final. It's going to be a huge match. What's it going to take for you guys to get a win on the road, which is something that you haven't done since April?
Yeah, it's been a long time. We have to come out focused. I'm sure Stuart will have a game plan for us, and we're going to need to execute it. Everyone will have to be ready. They always have a good crowd in Atlanta. It's a tough field to play on, but for us, we're playing for our jobs, playing for a chance to take the club into the playoffs. So I think everyone will be prepared and be ready, and we're just going to have to show that we're capable of winning on the road.
How's this week been in training, and what have you guys really been focusing on?
It's been good. We've been playing a lot, working on finishing, a lot of urgency. So we're trying to play quick, play fast, make the right decisions in the final third, and hopefully that'll allow us to score more goals on Saturday.
All right, thanks, Brian.
No problem.
And now I'm joined by head coach Stuart Campbell. Coach, looking back on the game on Saturday against Ottawa, what's the biggest takeaway from that match?
The fact that we got a point against the number 1 team in the league when we were down to 10 men for quite a considerable time.
Carolina beat Edmonton last night, as I'm sure you know, which helps you guys out. How much are you keeping an eye on the other games that are going around in the league?
Yeah, I am. It was the same on Sunday when Edmonton were playing the Cosmos. We're sort of checking the results every couple of minutes if we can't watch it, but ultimately it's down to us. We have to start winning games. Whilst it was good to get a tie against a very good team in Ottawa, we have to start winning games.
The other results around the league do affect you guys and your playoff chances, but do you want your team focusing on that? How do you keep them focused on just the Rowdies?
Yeah, I've spoke to them about it's ultimately about us. It's sort of in our hands, if you like, regarding controlling our own destiny. But no, I can't control it. Obviously, the game's running out at the end of the season. There's excitement, there's pressure. So, like I said, they check the standings and the schedule.
This weekend you take on Atlanta, not only on the road, but it's also a game that's going to be on turf, which is a combination that hasn't been too kind to the Rowdies so far this season. So how do you turn that around on Saturday? Yeah,
obviously we just go into the game in a positive sort of approach. Obviously we're going to be missing a couple of players through injury and suspension, but then that opens the door for other players to come in and have their opportunity. And as I said, it's a good game for Atlanta. They've been pretty strong at home. As I said, they've got a little bit of an advantage, the fact that it's on turf, but it's just one of those things. We're going to go there and then do our best to get 3 points.
The Rowdies beat Atlanta twice this season so far here at home. What did you learn from those games that might help you on Saturday?
Yeah, as I said, we beat them, but Atlanta, they're a good, well-organised team. I know I know one of the assistant coaches there, he's an old teammate of mine, so they'll be well organised, they'll be hard to beat, and as I said previously, they're a very good team at home. As you find most teams who play on turf, they normally have pretty good home records.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That wraps up this episode of Rowdies Weekly. The Rowdies head to Atlanta this weekend to take on the Silverbacks on Saturday night at 7:30. Be sure to support your Rowdies by tuning in on ESPN3 or head over to the watch party at Rowdies Den. Then next Saturday, the Rowdies play their home finale here at Al Lang Stadium against the Carolina Railhawks. It's Fan Appreciation Night and your last chance to see the Rowdies play here at home this season, so go get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. We'll preview that match on next week's episode of Rowdies Weekly. Thanks for watching.